One greetings from the high 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me. I'd like to bring you said commentary pertaining to charges against John Bassett. He has been accused of killing Desheena Kyle. I've brought you said commentary pertaining to this horrific case out of Knoxville, Tennessee. And if you need verification for the information, 10 News is the source. Man accused of killing Knoxville woman appears in court for unrelated charges. Officials said that John Bassett faces weapon and drug charges unrelated to an earlier case where he's accused of killing a Knoxville woman. A man accused of killing a Knoxville woman, Desheena Kyle, appeared in court Tuesday for unrelated charges. John Bassett, 29, faced weapon and drug charges Tuesday in a preliminary hearing. The charges specifically deal with illegally possessing a weapon and an intent to sell or deliver cocaine. He agreed to waive those charges to a grand jury on Tuesday. The charges are from an unrelated arrest in July. In October, Bassett was indicted in the death of Kyle, his ex-girlfriend. He faces an arraignment on that murder charge as well as tampering with evidence and abuse of a corpse on December 16. 10 News is the source. I will also bring you another article pertaining to the case of Desheena Kyle. Her family speaks out. One second. Thank you so much for joining me. Very horrific case here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Very shocking that this man would kill this young lady. Very, very shocking. Thanks for joining me. If you'd like to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie, 129 Cash App. Thank you so much. I'm waiting for the video to upload. It's taking its time, as usual. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play the content or not. Sorry, it's buffering. That's why I don't like doing the articles. The information is in silent. This is an earlier content from October 7th.
your own callous, selfish reasons. Her aunt, Rita Turner, has been searching for answers since the day Desheena disappeared, June  28th. You just find yourself completely exhausted. The hurt, the anguish that you feel. You're on an emotional roller coaster, day in and day out. Trying to process the feelings, she says, hasn't been easy. She clutches tight to her precious. Just memories. I think we all have that one person that we would be willing to give or do anything for. And though I have that with my own children, Desheena she was the daughter that I never had. Turner says Desheena will forever remain in her heart. She had a great big heart, and anything that she set out to do, she set out to do it big. She impacted a lot of lives in a very positive way. John Bassett remains in custody.
This is the man that killed Desheena Kyle.
In Knox County. He's being held on $500,000
Ain't nobody.
bond.
Okay, I'm going to read you the said information pertaining to this article. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your patience. How dare you do such a devilish act? Family speaks after ex-boyfriend indicted for murdering Desheena Kyle. Kyle's death was ruled a homicide in September, but KPD said her exact cause of death hasn't been determined. This was uploaded October 7th. The family of a woman who police said was murdered by her ex-boyfriend spoke out on Friday. They said they were grieving, but they were still holding strong. John Bassett faces a first-degree murder charge in the death of Desheena Kyle. Knoxville police recently identified him as a person of interest in her death, and he had been in jail since July on charges tied to an unrelated case. And I brought you that said information earlier in this content. Kyle's family said they are staying strong now that Bassett is being charged with Kyle's murder. They also said they have strong words for him. You're going to pay. You're going to pay dearly, John, said Kyle's aunt Rita Turner. How dare you do such a devilish act? You took someone that was so dear to so many people away from us for your own selfish reasons. It's been more than 3 months since Kyle went missing from her home in North Knoxville, and now her family said their suspicions have been confirmed. Turner has been searching for answers since the day Kyle disappeared, June 28th. You just find yourself completely exhausted. The hurt, the anguish that you feel. You're on an emotional roller coaster day in and day out, Turner said. Trying to process the feelings isn't easy, she said, and she clutches tight to her precious memories. I think we all have that one person that we would be willing to give or do anything for, and though I have that with my own children, Desheena was the daughter that I never had, Turner said. She had a great big heart, and anything that she set out to do, she set out to do it big, and she impacted a lot of lives in a very positive way. John Bassett remains in custody in Knox County. He's being held on a $500,000 bond. For more information about this case, you can click here at the link inside the said information. 10 News is the source. Um, so I brought you information by 10 News a few minutes ago that he appeared in court on drug charges, and he will have a hearing pertaining to the murder of Desheena Kyle, December 16th. This is a harrowing story because I know Miss Rita, and it's baffling when you hear such horrible news of a person going missing. And although I did not know Miss Desheena, I know of family members. So it's hard to connect the two because these are stories you hear on TV. And it's like once it's close to home, It's startling. It's scary because this person was once around, walking, breathing, talking. And then you realize somebody did this. Someone got this person missing. And then once the body has been discovered, an autopsy has been performed, and it has been ruled a homicide, it's even more disturbing. It's even more disturbing because now you know someone took this person's life and didn't have to. Mr. Bassett didn't have to take her life. It was a choice that he made on that fateful day. And as her aunt said, she was important to them. Maybe she wasn't important to him, but she was important to Miss Rita and her family. And that's the thing the perpetrator doesn't understand. It's that it's not your place to take a life. Whatever anguish you're feeling towards that person, you need to tuck it in and keep it moving. Because sometimes things don't work out in our favor. But we do not have the right to go take a person's life because things aren't working out the way we think they should. People aren't doing what we think they should do. And this was a cowardly act, devilish act, disrespectful act, because she had a lot of life in her, love to give to the world. And this man, this thing rather, heinously took that light from the world, and he didn't have permission. As you've been told in this commentary, he's on a $500,000 bond. He is still in Knox County custody. He went to court on Tuesday pertaining to an unrelated charge of drugs and gun possession, and he will go to court in December pertaining to the murder of Desheena Kyle. When I get more information, I will bring you that said commentary. News 10 is the source for this information. My prayers are with Miss Rita and the family. I know this is a troublesome time right now, grieving the loss of Miss Desheena, and it's hard to compute this type of heinousness because, like I said, you see and hear people walking around, and then once you hear that they're missing, it's hard to decipher that said information. And then when you hear that they have been murdered, it's even more disturbing, and you're trying to understand why. But only God knows the answer to the why, and He will handle the situation. Indeed, Mr. Bassett, you will pay. You will pay. And because what you have done to this poor young lady by killing her, you will pay the piper in this life, and you will also pay the piper in the afterlife. And the afterlife will probably be much worse than this life. But that is a choice that you made. Prayers with Turner Kyle family. God bless all of you. You're in my thoughts and my prayers. If you see something, say something. If you're in an abusive relationship, know that there is help out here. Know that you can get help. You do not have to stay. You do not have to be fearful. Seek help immediately. It just may save your life. God help us all. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you want to donate to the channel, $ sign begins you 129 Cash App. This is every day.